This is the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, March the 17th. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather wet today. Temperatures going the wrong way. We'll reach the 60s in a few spots this morning. Then we fall into the 40s this afternoon across the northern half of the state. Maybe some strong storms for the southern counties. And then more cold air settles in here for the weekend. Here we go. This is the upper air look this morning. You see troughing west of the state, driving a batch of rain and storms in here. That brought some severe storms to parts of Texas and Oklahoma yesterday. That was the radar composite this morning, about 5 o'clock, and you can see rain is widespread over the northern half of the state, and that rain will be progressing southward today. And the cold front is around Memphis, and you can see the colder air, the shades of blue, north and west of the front, and that'll be rapidly moving through today. And again, for those of you in North Alabama and central Alabama, temperatures go the wrong way, with highs coming this morning and then falling this afternoon. There is a freeze watch in effect for the northern half of the state. Some spots could hit the freezing mark tomorrow morning, but Sunday morning will be very cold with 20s likely over the northern half of the state. And Monday morning, probably just as cold, and maybe even a freeze Tuesday morning. So the growers will be not sleeping much with conditions like this for a while. And around the nation, freeze warnings in effect tonight for parts of West Tennessee, North Mississippi, and Arkansas. So this is the severe weather outlook through tonight. And you can see a risk of severe storms near the Gulf Coast. And SPC keeps trimming the northern part of this, which is the right thing to do. The air is going to be cool and stable for much of north and central Alabama. But in advance of the front, there might be a few strong storms over far south Alabama. Later this morning, this afternoon, the main threat coming from strong gusty winds. We'll take a look at modeling here in just a second. This is tomorrow. No severe weather expected across the country. And day 3 Sunday. No severe weather problems. Here's a look at the rain for the next 7 days, and almost all of this will be today. This is the rain through Friday morning of next week, and the rain amounts generally between 1/2 and 1 inch. And again, that will be pretty much today and tonight. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. Big upper low coming into the Great Lakes with a trailing trough and a cold front. The surface low, the main surface low, is moving up into Canada. And you'll see the band of rain obviously coming through here. Let's look at the high-resolution HRR, the HRRR, high-resolution rapid refresh. This is valid today at 2 o'clock. And at that point, the bulk of the rain should be along and south of Interstate 59. And you can see a batch of storms pushing into south and southeast Alabama. And here comes the cold air. It's going to be a huge spread at 2 o'clock today. We'll have 70s in southeast Alabama, 40s in northwest Alabama. And if you're in places like Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden, you'll be falling through the 50s, winding up in the 40s by mid to late afternoon. In advance of the front, there's a little instability over southeast Alabama, but really not much for mid-March. Wind dynamics, not very impressive. That's the SRH, the storm relative felicity, and the STP values, again, not overly impressive. So the main threat will be a line of storms pushing through South Alabama today in advance of the front. There could be a few storms on the line with gusty winds and just a very, very low-end tornado threat. So tomorrow, for most of the state, the day will be dry, maybe a few lingering showers near the coast. And we're going to start the day near freezing over North Alabama. Some spots could hit 32. I'd say clouds around, cloudy at times, breezy, a chilly north breeze, highs mostly in the 50s across the state. And then Sunday morning, the wind goes calm or near calm, and that's allowing for radiational cooling in many places. We'll be in the 20s Sunday morning. I mean, well down in the 20s, very significant late season freeze. North of Birmingham, highs in the 40s, south of Birmingham, highs in the 50s. Monday, another morning with lows in the 20s for the northern half of the state. Frost way down into deep south Alabama. The day will be sunny, the high Monday in the 50s and 60s. Tuesday, a little feature in the Gulf could bring some rain to South Georgia and the Florida Panhandle, the Gulf Coast, but that stays south of here. Tuesday, dry, partly sunny with highs back in the 60s. Wednesday, it's going to feel better. We'll see 60s and 70s. The sky will be sunny. This is Thursday, highs in the 70s. We might see a few folks in South Alabama at 80. So there's your warm weather coming back. And this is a week from today, Friday, March 24th. We have an upper high that's over South Florida and a trough well to the north. And a cold front will be pushing through here, the batch of showers, but probably not a big rain event with the upper high nearby. So a chance of showers toward the end of next week, but rain amounts not heavy and probably nothing severe. Let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday the 26th. Now, this is a more impressive look for stronger storms with pretty good dynamic support and a surface low that is on the Illinois-Indiana border. But this is 10 days out, and we all know this could change. This is rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble, the mean about 3 inches between now and the 1st of April. Check the numbers coming from the National Blend of Models and look at them coming down. And again, the high today, 64, that's going to come this morning. This is for Birmingham. Temperatures falling through the 50s, reaching the 40s later today. And by Sunday, the high only at 46, and that's with a sunny sky. That's very cold for mid-March. And you can see the lows are well down in the 20s by Sunday and Monday morning. And even a sub-freezing low Tuesday morning of next week. But then we'll be flirting with 80 by Thursday of next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for March 24th through March 30th, showing temperatures here near average, maybe a little above average for the southeastern counties of the state. Well, pretty impressive storm coming through Dallas-Fort Worth yesterday. For those that don't know, years ago, I used to be the chief meteorologist at Channel 4 in Dallas, KDFW, so I have a little familiarity with that market. That's taken at Grand Prairie by Heath Lawler. A pretty impressive supercell storm. Thankfully, to my knowledge, that did not produce a tornado, even though tornado warnings were issued. It did produce some pretty large hail in parts of Dallas and Tarrant counties. And as the storms moved on to the south and east, pretty impressive light show. That was last night, a time-lapse of the lightning display over Austin, Texas. But around here yesterday was just delightful. Some sunset shots. Temperatures reached 70 in many locations. Yesterday was the warmest day of the week. And the Gulf Coast looks like a slice of heaven right there. That was taken down at Destin by Dave Warren. Awfully nice. And they got a lot of folks headed down there for a spring break next week. And the bulk of the week for the Gulf Coast will be dry. That's the good news. And temperatures warm up toward the latter half of next week, but it's going to start pretty cold. So that's it for the weather briefing this morning. Notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. Headed to Trustful today for a program there at Faith Academy. And then tomorrow we are going to be in Fairhope, the eastern shore of Mobile Bay, for a book signing. We'll be at Kind Cafe on Section Street. Now, this is the big arts and crafts show weekend, so a lot of people are going to be there. But come see us. We'll be there from 11:30 until 2:30. And we have so much fun at these things, and we've been wanting to do one somewhere in Mobile and Baldwin counties, and we thought this would be a good chance. And then Monday, I'll be speaking at Robertsdale Elementary School down in Baldwin County for the kids there, and then coming right back for the work session Monday evening here in Birmingham. But again, Fairhope tomorrow, 11:30 until 2:30 at Kind Cafe. Catch this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock if you can. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless.